I'm dying in silence and I'm 8 months pregnant. I need help. I feel so worthless, like my life will end soon. Please accept my message request so I can pour out my mind. I'm losing it. So someone wrote this to me, quite a touching story, and I've been able to counsel her, and she wants me to share this video so other people can learn from my experience. I know I made a lot of mistakes on my own. I don't even know if I should say I'm stupid because I can't say it's love. Only a stupid woman marries out of pity. This guy has 2 kids and was in the process of divorcing his wife when I met him. His wife actually asked for the divorce. Things were not really clear to me then because it made me believe the lady doesn't have good parents. That is the parent that asked her to leave because of religion. I was supposed to make my findings before allowing anything, but I failed because I was quickly introduced to his mom and brother. And when I met the mother, she also told me the same story. That was the same with her sons. Please, I want to tell you everything so you know where and how to really advise me. So we carried on. Sometimes we have some differences, which I thought was normal for people that were just trying to come together. Fast forward to when he was planning to travel for some months. I discovered I was even pregnant 2 weeks after he left. He was happy about it and we both agreed to keep the baby. That's when the whole thing started falling apart. The real him started coming out. It's always issues every now and then. Though I noticed he's a mommy's boy from the beginning, never knew he's this worse. Any small thing, he has called his mom. Whenever we have issues, he will never sit down to talk about it until a third party moves in. Mind you, I moved in with him before he traveled. He brainwashed me to move in with him. I thought it was love. I didn't know it was because he needed someone so badly to make him forget the past. He promised to meet my parents, so we planned our wedding. So while he was away, my parents started disturbing me to bring his family home for proper introduction. And so when he comes back, we can plan our wedding, which he arranged his family to follow me home. That was like 3 months away. This guy came back the following day after the introduction, which means he didn't just want to show up for the intro. I looked so stupid to my family because they were surprised when they heard he's back. They all knew the trick. They decided to let go. Ever since he got back, I've had no peace in the relationship. He doesn't say sorry when he wrongs me. He never appreciates me. He's always saying I'm bad. He always doesn't want to be questioned. He doesn't want to be held accountable for anything. He will go out and most times sleeps outside. I started seeing why the ex-wife blocked his mother because she's nothing but an evil in human disguise. She acts up whenever the son tells her anything. I've caught him cheating with 2 different girls and he never said sorry. Instead, he said, so that am I going to beat him? My family have just been telling me to endure till I give birth, but it's not easy. Imagine, I can't face my man to tell him how I feel. No jokes in the house. Whenever I want to talk to him, I will be talking in parables so he doesn't get angry. He doesn't have anybody he fears. It's always me and my thoughts. I always regret any time I try to have a peaceful conversation with him. They have known us in the compound through his voice, because he's always shouting and turning things around whenever I try talking to him. This is the same guy that doesn't want to see any guy around me, nor see me talk to anyone. And he gives me silent treatment in the house every time. He will keep malice with me in the house for 3 weeks. It got to a point that my brain couldn't sleep. I was rushed to the hospital and got admitted. My doctor told him a lot of things which I thought could change him a bit, but it kept getting worse instead. So many things that I can't even type. My little sister has moved in with us since I got back from the hospital, so she can be helping me. The girl has never seen us laugh together or see us play. It's always issues upon issues. If I talk, I'm the problem. And if I keep quiet, I'm still the problem. I'm fed up. And this pregnancy is not making me think straight. I'm ashamed of going back to stay at my father's house because I have so many younger ones that are looking up to me. He's always checking my own phone, but he said I have no right to go through his own phone. You can imagine. I just started realizing everything that caused separation between him and his ex-wife is the same repeating with me. Because I heard in history that the lady too later sought help from people online. If you will permit me to send some chat he saw on my phone today, I can do that. I've shared the chat with my brother and my dad that he reported me to. He accused me of sleeping with men. He feels so insecure, and yet I dare not challenge him. He called me all sort of names. The number of times I have cried during this pregnancy is more than the times I've laughed. Please, I need your advice. Wow. When people send me their stories like this, it pains me because I feel like a lot of times, if we knew better, we can do better. And I'm glad that at the beginning of it, she said she knew she was stupid and she's not happy she made this decision. But she's at the point where she doesn't really know what to do because she's pregnant, she will soon give birth, and now she's going through hell. So I want to ask you, what would you do if this was your sister, or if you were in her shoes? What would you do? Please drop it in a comment. Let's advise her point. What should she do at this point in her life? Her parents are advising her to just hold on till she give birth. What's your own advice to this woman? I've actually advised her, but I'm just going to throw more light into this so that we can all learn from this. So let's look at some of the lessons we can learn from this lady's story. So the first lesson I want to bring out from this is that never marry out of pity. Pity cannot sustain a marriage. Never, no matter what, never marry out of pity. You heard her when she said she pitied him. Never. Then the second lesson I want to say is that, you see, history always repeats itself if nothing is done. And I've seen this happen over and over. People that have had divorces in their marriages, not all of them, but most of the time, most of the people do not go back to reflect and ask themselves, what did I do wrong to allow this marriage to fail? They rather point the blame to another person. And when they move into the next marriage or into the next relationship, history repeats itself. And that's what is happening here. If the lady had taken her time to do her due diligence, she would have seen the patterns. So if you find yourself in a relationship with somebody that has divorced, or even sometimes people that have been in several relationships and they've not been able to sustain relationship, find out the pattern, find out what happened, and don't just take their words for it. Don't just take. Now you notice that the mother too was lying, telling the girl the same story. No, do your due diligence. Ask yourself why. Don't think that, no, the wife was bad or the husband was bad. No, a lot of times the story that they will tell you is never true. Then on that lesson is that never move into a man's house before marriage. I know it has become something that is no big deal. Everybody's doing it. People move in. And in fact, some people will tell you, how will I know him if I don't stay with him and everything? You don't realize the mistake and the danger in that. When you move into a man's house, you're giving him husband privileges without him doing husband responsibilities. Now, when he's enjoying the privilege of a husband, he's already having all the privileges, sleeping with you, you are washing from, you are doing everything as a wife. Do you think he'll be responsible enough to do what he needs to do? No, he's already enjoying it. Why would he go through the stress of marriage and doing all the other things when he's already enjoying it for free? So we cannot be wiser than God. I always tell people, never move into a man's house, for goodness sake, never. In fact, I don't even understand why you should even be sleeping with somebody that you're not yet married. Somebody say, I know you are old school, I better forget that thing. I will like, now she's pregnant. You can see what we're talking about. I know somebody will say it's not easy. No, I know. But there are steps you can take, boundaries that you can put in place that will help you. You see, a lot of people have gotten themselves in situations like this and they've gotten married to the wrong people because they were pregnant. And because they were pregnant, they just had to move on. So imagine if you did not even have sex with that person in the first place. Then you wouldn't even get pregnant to now be in a place where you are finding it difficult to pull away, because most people don't want to be single parents or single mothers or single fathers. And also the sad thing about moving into a man's place is that even when you see the red flags, it's hard to move away. It's hard. Look at the way she said, how would she go back to her parents' house, to her father's house? She's thinking about the shame. Don't sleep with a man before you get married. Don't give them the husband privileges without having husband responsibilities. The first lesson is this, is that don't let shame trap you. I know that truly is a shameful thing to pack your things, pregnant, going back to your father's house and everything. But you see, it's better to face the shame now than live a life of hell with that person. A lot of times we should make certain decisions, but we think about what other people will think about us. We think about the shame. But you see, when you face the reality and tell yourself, fine, let them talk. Fine, I made a mistake. I will learn from it. I will move on. Life will move on. You will see that you will make better decisions than when you allow shame to dictate your decisions. Another point I want to bring out is that marriage needs accountability. Anybody, whether a man or a woman, that is not accountable to anyone, it's a big red flag. Nobody can talk to your husband. Nobody can talk to you, the person you want to get married to. If I run away, it's a big red flag. Lastly, control is not love. When you meet someone or you're dating someone, the person is controlling your life. The person determines who you talk to, who you not talk to. Now, it's okay with him checking your phone, but you can't check his phone. Run. Anyone that is already doing this to you in your relationship stage, imagine what he's going to do when he's married to you, when he feels like he already owns you. A lot of these red flags, people see it, but they ignore it. Come on. A man is already sleeping around and is not accountable. He does not accept his fault. Imagine him saying that, hey, you want to beat me? Ah, God have mercy. See, ladies, and also to men, you find yourself in this kind of situation, leave, leave. Don't be too desperate to get married that you take all sorts, then you get into the marriage and your life becomes hell. Now look at it. She said that she had cried more in this relationship than laughter. It shouldn't be. Relationship, marriage should be sweet. You should be happy that you want to spend the rest of your life with that person. Now the question I want to ask is, do you want to spend the rest of your life crying? So I've already given out my own advice before doing this video, which is that move back to your father's house. You don't have to be there. You don't have to give birth there. Yes, now both of you are responsible for the child, but it's better to be in a place where you are loved, you are cherished, than be in a place where you are crying again and again. So I feel like at this point, what you should do is focus on delivering your baby, focus on protecting yourself, and just tell yourself this relationship is a mistake. It's sad that now if it goes that way, you become a single mother, but it's better to be a single mother and move on with your life than to live in hell. I hope you've learned something. Drop what you think the lady should do, what you've learned. Share this video, let it be a blessing to people, and don't be afraid to share your stories. Silence kills. I tell you, silent kills. And don't forget, if you're planning to get married, you should be thinking about premarital counseling. I know a lot of churches make it mandatory and people do it out of necessity without realizing no, premarital counseling is a must. And if your church doesn't have a robust curriculum, you should be seeking professional counseling to help you. This is meant to be like the biggest decision of your life that will determine a whole lot into your future. So you don't want to just go into it without doing your due diligence by going through proper premarital counseling. So if you're looking forward to having one, reach out to me. Or you're in marriage and you want to make your marriage sweeter and better, or you believe that there are issues that needs to be dealt with, reach out to me and seek for counseling for you and your couple. Marriage is meant to be sweet. I'm telling you, I've been married for over 10 years and I can tell you it's the best decision I made in my life, and I'm enjoying every day. Does not mean we don't have challenges, but I've decided to be intentional about it and we're seeing the fruit of it. Thank you very much for watching. God bless you, and